don't know what I'm going to call out. You understand? If you don't attach yourself, to the Nigeria network, you are in trouble. Because they will reduce your network. And they tell people, the Nigeria network, no be short thing. No be short thing. On the show, on the matter, you're welcome back on the show. We are still discussing the matter. Online dating. What do you guys think? Online dating. Is it appropriate? Is it good? Is it bad? What's your feeling? Can we call in and let's have a review about online dating? Is it good? Is it okay? My friends are actually coming back online now. Online dating, is it good? The CEO of SOCOM Group of Company, you're welcome. We can see you live and direct. Al-Aisha, we can see you. Bill Bryce, we can see you. Thank you all for coming up online. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you all. Online dating, please, you can send your calls in. You can send your live request in. Let's know your view about this online dating stuff. I think we're getting a request from Bill Bryce again. I guess the network is actually not friendly. We are getting a request from Bill Bryce again. Let's see if we can actually pick him up right now. Let's see if we can actually pick him up right now. Online dating, is it good? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it bad? Online dating. What's your view about online dating? I guess, network. I think say now only Nigeria network they feel bad. Even Dubai network self, their network self now go there. I don't understand. So we said we better pass people when they go you go. Online dating, what do you guys think about online dating? DJ, let me have some little music. Let's rock. Online dating. While we wait for Big Bryce to join us online. Hello, Big Bryce. Hello, Big Bryce. Hello. Hello, Big Bryce. I can see my daddy, my own very own father has actually joined us online right now. My very own father, my dad. That's my dad. The dad, Omomusheen, that's Omomusheen. That's Molana Sheikh Abdulazak Bashir, Afakallah. He's all like, thank you so much, Daddy. Thank you so much, Daddy. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for your support. Daddy, please put it in your prayer. Daddy, I don't want to. Daddy, I want to be sick. I want to be sick, man. And I want to be sick comically. If I'm sick comically, the money is good. What is good? I was with one of my friends. We were around going. And we go. The guy got my mother just did for outside. The guy goes, Said, oh, Dadu. My mother just told him, go here. What are you doing? What's up? What are you trying to employ? You see, that show that I went for that they gave me 300K. I want to say, it is this guy that actually arranged it for me. And it's because they know that I was sick. Comically, that's why they gave me. Now look at me. Oh, they bad me. I'm there. Thank you, Dad. Auntie Saeed. That needs to ring the bell. Once you hear that name, hey, something is coming. Daddy, you prayed for me last year that very soon you are going to get a call. Daddy, I got the call eventually. And when I got that call, it was an Igbo man. Hello? Is that Omomusheen? When he hears this Omomusheen, fine. My name is Emeka Adebalalipo. How much you they charge your MC? I said, hey. And they charge 1.5 million. They say, hey! What did they happen? Now you won't give us the bride. I mean, now you won't give us the crew. I mean, now you won't give us everybody together. I said, no worry. No wala. How much you want me to pay? Everything where we do. Now 300,000. I said, the prayer will my father pray for me. That prayer, talk, say, Now only 1.5 million upward. Anything other than that, I know the correct. So that I don't get the call, make the call make sense again. I can see our neighbor actor, our guest is actually online now. This man is making my body my body to shake, my body to go. My body to go. Big rise, we are losing you. Online meeting, we are losing you. Let's have you again. Let's see if we are going to have you. Let's see if we are going to have you. Online meeting. I'm saying a very big welcome to our guest for today, our celebrity guest today, the president of olaide, almaroof. Big rise, let's have big rise. Let's have big rise. Let's have big rise. Let's have big rise, please. Online dating. Very soon we are going to be going. This segment is proudly partnered by our able partner, SARS Entertainment and Classic Art Concept, with conjunction with so companies. Dubai network. One thing they happen to our network. After that, when I go talk say my Nigerian network ban, even Dubai said was. Now why us popping? They still with our money. Why would our network not be okay? After that, when I will talk say Nigerian network bad, Nigerian network no good. So when our network said bust, why us popping not go steal with our money? When they call from Dubai, your network no be okay. God know our network. I don't understand how Dubai said we get this kind of network. We have our guest is actually in the room and he's saying good evening, fam, good evening to everybody. We are actually trying to connect and here we are able to get them. So we won't be moving straight down. It's 9:25 already, so we will be moving straight down to meet our guest. But today, let's have our guest, please. Let's have our guests. Let's have our guest already. Our guest is actually online. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let me have some music. I want to welcome my guest. My guest is actually coming up online. Hey! Waiting for my guest. Wow.
Hello, what's up? Good evening, brother. My brother, good evening, bro. It feels great to be here. Nice one, bro. Nice one, bro. I'm sorry, it's a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, thanks, bro. I said I'm sorry, it's a bit dark in here. I found myself. I'm presently filming in a village called Fiditi in Oyo. So everywhere is quite dark. So I have to do the video in my car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming up online. We are so happy to have you. This is another product, ladies and gentlemen. This is another product of when we talk about Musheenite. Musheen is Lord, Musheen, this is another product of Musheen. Thank you. At the time we say Musheen know they carry last. We know they carry last at all, but they know they
For
get.
John,
Yes. Oh my, do know me. Oh
that's
my,
so
do know me.
that's
Oh
so
my, do know me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for coming up online. This
You're welcome, brother.
segment is actually sponsored by our partners, Look Sharp and Socom Group of Company. They actually sponsor this segment of the show where we have our guests. You're welcome. Now,
Yeah, thanks, bro.
everybody has actually been disturbing me since I posted your flyer. Everybody has been disturbing me. You're bringing this guy. You're bringing this guy. Wow, we're having issues with our network already. We're having issues with our network already. Wow. I think the network there is a little bit before it comes back online. DJ, yeah, he's back. Hello, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. The network is a little bit funny
Yeah,
though, but fine.
I actually understand. So we're going to be very quick about this. Now, they've
Okay.
actually been asking, who is Olaide almaroof? Other than the fact that, yes, he's a Mushinite, he's an actor, he's a voice actor. Let's meet Olaide almaroof in Kant. Who is Olaide almaroof?
Okay, apart from the fact that Olaide Almaroof is an actor, a professional voiceover artist, and a model, Olaide Almaroof is an easygoing person, a goddess, more of a goddess than a religionist, so to speak. Olaide Almaroof is happily married with amazing children. Olaide Almaroof
Wow.
hailed from, yeah, he's a native
So
of
no room for those show.
no, taken. 100% taken. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, Olaide Almaroof is a typical Nigerian, a typical Lagosian, and Awori to be precise, from
Wow.
Oshodi Solo local government.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. Now, it's a very good journey from the scratch. Everybody's now seeing Olaide almaroof now. That means you put in a lot of work over the years. You worked tirelessly from the bottom. You strived. You understand? Can you take us through your journey a little bit before you get to the stardom?
Okay. The journey started in the heart of Mushi. You understand? It started from the streets of Mushi, Olosha to be precise, then to Nollywood, from Nollywood to Prodigy and Penn's Communication, and from Prodigy to the world. Okay, now let me break it down. I've always aspired to be an actor. You understand? But when you've got talent, you watch some people on the screen and you feel you could do better than these people, or you could match up with them, but you wouldn't know where to start or who to turn to and all of that. So that would take me to my very good friend from back in the days. She used to live in the building right after where I stayed. I lived at number 10, Shoremekun Street, Mushi. And this lady, Bimbo Bakari, lived at number 12, Shoremekun Street. So there was a beautiful sunny afternoon. She was going out and I accosted her. I was like, "Where are you headed?" She was like, I'm going to a rehearsal. I said, "What rehearsal?" He said, for acting now. I was like, "Oh, really? Okay, let me come with you." I never even thought of it twice. So I joined one group like that. From there, she took me there. It was Gender Rose Film Academy like that. So I watched them rehearse and all of that. So the owner, the leader of the group had interest in me and he asked me to okay, would you like to join us? It seems they were expecting one of the group members. So that one didn't come on that day. So he asked me to do one or two things and it was wowed. You understand? So he asked if I've been doing this before. I said no, though I've been yearning to join the industry and all of that. So that was how it started. Then I started as an English actor from one audition to another and all of that. You know, sometimes they pick you, sometimes they don't pick you. And okay, so even before I joined the English part of the industry, yeah. So you know, there has been the road to stardom was extremely rough and tough. You
Wow.
understand? Yeah, yeah. Because as a married man already, because I joined the industry about 17 years ago, so to speak, like 16 years
Wow.
plus. Yeah.
Wow.
And back in those days, you would go to, so like I said earlier, it was extremely rough and tough, road to stardom, because you would go to location and they wouldn't even fix you where to sleep. Do you understand? There will be nowhere. After filming for the day, probably 10 p.m., 11, everybody would go to their respective rooms and all of that, and you'll be left alone in the cold. Sometimes I would spend the night in the location bus if I could find my way into the location bus. Sometimes it would be at the reception, the hotel reception, and around like 2, 3 a.m., if the manager of the hotel sees you, he or she would send you out of the reception. You understand? So you'll be left out in the cold as usual. So at 4 a.m., within 4 to 4:30 a.m., I would have woken up, showered in the compound of in the premises of the hotel. You understand? Where
Yeah.
my change the clothes and all of that. So the following day, nobody would even know where you sleep. And at the end of it all, if it was a huge favor for you as an upcoming, as a budding actor, if you get to even take a waka pass role, and
Yeah.
you could
Those
spend,
days.
yeah, yeah, you could spend a week or two, and you go back home. When you get back home, after everybody had believe that you went to work, you go back home and start looking for Gary and sugar. Do you understand? Or sugar to soak your Gary. So it felt like, come on, you are a graduate. Why don't you dust your certificate and look for a job? You know, and it wasn't a funny one. But when you believe in your craft, when you know that, okay, there's one thing about me. My mind and instinct has never disappointed me, because I have always known that this is what I want to do. And I strongly believe that I would get there. So it happened over and over again. You get humiliated, they talk to you anyhow and all of that. Like a proverb in Yoruba language that goes thus, "Ẹni tí ò ṣe bí aláàrú lóyìnbó, kò lè ṣe bí Adébọ̀rọ̀ lọ." Do you understand? So
Yeah.
yeah. So I became steadfast and prayerful, and each time I'm being given an opportunity to stand before the camera, I would always try to break a leg, and everyone would applaud you and all of that. But time, come on, time was going and all of that. The kids were growing. You know, my children were growing and all. They'll be like, when are we going to leave here? When are we going to do this, Dad? When are you going to do this and all of that? And even though I want to seize this medium to say a very big shout out to my wife and my mother. They were my #1 fans. My mom, you know, as a graduate, mom would even feed me. You go to location, you come back. She wouldn't even, come on, she wouldn't even advise me to against my wish. You know, she's always known that this is my passion, this is what I want to do, and she's always supportive. Okay, that's mother love, right? What about wife? You know, women of nowadays, how many of them is ready to stand by you? You understand? To I mean, take care of your shortcoming and all of that, to stay supportive against all odds, regardless of the shortcoming and all of that. So I want to say a big shout out to my wife. I mean, that's almaroof. I call her Ashani. That's her Oriki. So there's this quote. I posted a picture sometime last year. I hardly post a picture. I keep my family. I try to, as much as possible, to keep my family off social media, the honest platforms and all of that. So I just thought about her one day, and I had to come up with a caption that a woman who asks for nothing deserves everything, and that's why I'm gonna give her my all. You understand? It wouldn't have been possible if not for God, my mom, and my beautiful wife. So again, I would say the road to stardom has been extremely rough and tough. And one thing is for you to get there, you understand, to get attention, people's viewers' attention and all of that. Another thing is for you to be able to sustain, You know, understand? Sustainability is another important thing. So when you get applauded and all of that, don't get carried away.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to. I know this. We don't have all the time in the world. You understand? So it's not a 2 or 3 hours program, and it's not a one-on-one conversation between you and I that we could talk. You know,
Yeah,
at length.
yeah. I actually got your point. I'm saying you're almost the first person to have given us this kind of feedback about the growth system. It has always been rough. It has always been rough for so many guys, you know, to get the likes of the copy, probably have the chance for them to actually skyrocket to the place they want to get to. But we, coming from the grassroots, has actually been tough, and it has actually been. But we just pray that all our movements is just going to be grounded ambitious efforts by God's grace. Now,
Amen.
to diversify a little bit, you've been talking about your wife. Fine, you don't want to be on social media, right? Now, we are actually discussing a topic today, online dating. Where do you meet your wife? Where do you guys meet?
I met my wife in Osun State.
Wow, Osun.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
Because I
was
was
the
schooling.
scenario like?
Yeah, I schooled at Osun State Polytechnics, Ire Poly to be precise.
Okay.
So she came for something. It seems she came for a wedding ceremony. And
Wow.
funny enough, I never knew she lived in Mushi.
Woo.
We were practically living on the same street, but I didn't know
Wow.
her. I didn't know her on this. I was new. I was new on that in that area then. I was new in Mushi then. You understand? So I met.
So
So yeah. So we got talking. After we got talking, and I asked where she said. She said Lagos. I said, what part of Lagos? She said Mushi. She was a bit skeptical to tell me, and I was like, come on, it's a free world and all of that. So she said, I said, what part of Mushi? She said Olosha. I said, where in Olosha? So she was taken aback. She didn't want to let it out. You understand? She said, why am I being? Why am I? Talking like a questionnaire and all of that. I said, okay, please just tell me. When she mentioned the name of the street, I was like, what? Do you understand?
Really?
Like really? You understand? So that was how I met her.
That's cool. Because I actually wanted to keep in one or two things. Ask one or two questions about what we're actually discussing with the matter segment of the show. Because we have a segment of the show where we call the matter. Online dating. We see ourselves online on Instagram, Facebook. What do you think about it? Is it good or bad?
Well, I wouldn't want to say it's good or bad. You understand? It depends. It depends because if you find someone online on any social media platform and you think you feel the vibe, you understand, you feel the person's vibe, the way you get talking and all of that, probably you meet and you think, like I said, I follow my heart a whole lot, though it's a crazy world we live in, right? One has to be extremely careful, you understand, because of things we've heard here and there and all of that. It is very, very dangerous. You never can tell. You never know who is who. You understand? So, but still, some people will tell you, some people out there will tell you, okay, I met my wife on Facebook, I met my wife on Twitter, on Instagram, or something, and today we are happily married with kids. If I say it is bad to date someone, to go into a relationship with someone you meet online, if I say, what if that is where you're supposed to meet your spouse, your future partner? You understand? So it's a little, yeah. It's a little bit.
So in a nutshell, what you're trying to say is it has disadvantages and it has
And
disadvantages.
disadvantages. Though the disadvantages seems much more than the advantages, right? But I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to cut it off finally. But for me, it's not a bad one. It's not a bad
Okay.
one.
Now, let's just leave that. Let's just leave that a little bit. I noticed something on your movies. You and Jumoke Odetola, you're striking one or two things. I know if I didn't mean you've not mentioned to me that you're married, because most of Nollywood actors now, Probably they have 1 or 2 kids. You understand? Most of them might not be married, especially the newly starred person, as in the most of these guys are actually getting the standard right now. Most of them are actually not married. Probably they have 1 or 2 kids. Now, you are Jumoke Odetola. I noticed most of your films, most of your movies, she's actually there. Yeah, she's playing the lead role, or you're actually playing the lead role. You guys are actually getting along. So what's the thing between Jumoke Odetola and olaide almaroof?
Okay, that's a beautiful one. Jumoke Odetola, I've known Jumoke Odetola for about a decade now.
Okay?
Yeah. When she was still schooling at Ajayi Crowther University. You understand? We would hook up from one audition to another. We go from auditions to audition, and she would tell me to update her of another forthcoming audition and all of that. So we like I said, I met her in the industry, and I love her gentility, her calmness, and smartness. She's always been an intelligent young lady. You understand? So, well, our friendship became stronger when she introduced me to the CEO of Prodigy and Pens Communications, Abiodun Jimo. And yeah, so that was when the relationship became stronger. And at Prodigy and Pens, you know, it's either even some people out there would even ask if she's my wife or my girlfriend and all of that, or if we're dating her. So she's a family friend. She's like she used to be a colleague, a colleague turned a sister. You understand? So Jumoke Odetola is like a sister to me.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. You know,
Yeah.
she's one of the leading actress in Nollywood Yoruba right now. You know, this
Yeah.
Tuamadaga and this Mrs. Karagan part of her is actually making waves here and stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I forgot to say this. Congratulations on your newly appointed, your newly endorsement. You know, that's a huge one from for olaide almaroof brand. You know, when
Thank
I
you.
saw that thing, I was like, yo. Men were endorsement, Baba, money on the end towel. Well, that's a very good one. Now,
Thank you.
I want to bust open a little bit.
Okay.
Do you know that? Okay, you said in short. Do you know that Omomusheen right there in front of you actually stayed very close to you growing up?
Oh, really?
I stayed in Kadoso.
Oh, Cardoso.
Yeah,
Cardoso is after Akodu.
yeah.
Then after Akodu, you see Onifade,
Definitely.
Ogunbaye,
And
Adeyemi.
I've actually noticed you way back because you actually
Oh,
come to Kadoso, a house very close to my house.
yeah.
I remember, is this Sake? Sake. I do see you once in a while there. I was like, yo.
Okay.
So when I was not seeing you, I was like, I know this uncle now. I sabi her now. I sabi her for somewhere. I said, ah. So when I was already, so when you are now giving me this, I was like, oh, I don't know where I know this uncle now. Yeah, that's a very good one. Now,
Thanks, bro.
olaide
Yeah.
almaroof brand is actually moving and it's moving like fire. Everybody has been seeing your works. You know,
To
currently now
God be
you're
all
in
glory.
Infinity. Currently now you're in Infinity or your states trying to pull some strings up together. What should we be expecting from olaide almaroof's brand in the next 2 to 3 years from now? What should we be expecting from this brand?
Okay, what to expect from Olaide Almaroof's brand in another 2 to 3 years is, please, guys, be on the lookout for a big break from the norm. A very big break from the norm. Because we know what some big and top-notch actors and actresses have been up to in the past. So I'll urge you to look out for something different, a very different brand. You understand? So I wouldn't want to. We've got a lot of beautiful things up our sleeves, which I wouldn't want to let out for now. So you guys should just look out for a big break from the conventional Nollywood stars. Do you understand? From what we've seen, the normal things we've always seen from Nollywood side. Just expect something stylish, something classic, something very different, a big break. I'll say that. I'll emphasize. You know, I keep emphasizing on a big break from the norm. So you guys should just let's keep it like that.
Okay. That's a good one. So fellas, let's keep our fingers crossed for olaide almaroof brand. We should be expecting something like
A groundbreaking phenomenon. A groundbreaking phenomenon. You guys should expect that.
Yeah. Now, big bro, a quick one. We have top Nollywood actors right now. Say person like olaide, say person like Femi Adebayo and the likes. I'm very sure you're working so hard to earn that kind of stardom too. What do you think can stand you out? I would say you're competing with them, but at the same time, we don't need to sleep on it. We need to work very hard. You know, them bagging an AMBC award is a major achievement. Do you understand? And I guess you're actually putting up works to make sure that you stand out amongst your peers. What is peculiar about olaide almaroof brand? What is actually peculiar? Okay, fine. Whenever you say this, you know that, okay, yes, we're talking about olaide almaroof.
Okay. Olaide almaroof is a passionate actor who's ready to go to any length to break a leg as far as filmmaking, acting is concerned. These actors you mentioned, Odunlade Adekola and Femi Adebayo, are actors that I respect a whole lot. So it was a big one for me when I got nominated, when I found myself in their categories at the last Born Award. I got a nomination in the Best Supporting Actor category, and Odunlade Adekola. Wow. So in the category we had Odunlade Adekola, Femi Adebayo, Lateef Adedimeji, my humble self, and one other person. So it was I was like, oh really? You know what that means. It meant a lot to me, right? Although I didn't win the award, but the nomination alone meant a lot and still means a lot to me. So what stands me out as an actor, and the peculiarity should be the fact that, like I said, I'm always ready to go to any length to break a leg on it. See, if I don't feel your script, I will politely turn it down. Olaide almaroof wouldn't want to feature in some. Okay, no production is bad, but still there are some scripts that need to be doctored before the producer hits. Yeah, before the producer hits the set. You understand? And there are some production there are some scripts that you'll be like, okay, this is a very good one, and you make your research and you discover that the director behind these scripts, the production is a very good one. You wouldn't want to leave such production. You understand? No matter what it takes. So again, the peculiarity will be like Kiss Daniel's album. He said no bad song. So for olaide almaroof, the peculiarity would be no bad acting, no bad movies. So you guys should please expect a groundbreaking phenomenon, and please don't stop being there for me.
Whoa, that's a very good word. Now, before we're coming to the end of the show, so before we go, a quick word. This your new movie where you played KBC. I know it's an epic movie, and I guess it should be dropping very soon.
Yeah.
How soon should we be expecting this movie? Because all the KBC, all the tribal marks and everything, I was like, yeah, what do you call it? So, when should we be expecting this epic movie right now?
Okay, bro. The title of the movie you just mentioned is Omomusheen. It is written by Abiodun Jimoh, produced by Yemi Omomusheen, and directed by the king of fiction himself, Abiodun Jimoh. You see, this movie you're talking about means a whole lot to me, because apart from the fact that I'm playing the role of a king for the very first time, I've never had the tribal mark on my face before. The merciless clarification suits me, right? Okay, so another big thing But another beautiful thing about this, you know, I said something about good scripts, bad script, and all of that. No bad script, no bad story. Approach is all that matters, right? Some scripts are not just ready to hit the location, you understand, for production. Some scripts still need to be doctored or edited, right? So when I got this script for Omomusheen, I said to myself, bro, no matter what happens, you are not leaving this script, this role for anything. You understand? Because I felt it and I could even visualize it. I saw myself in it and all of that. So it was a little bit challenging for me because I had to go all out because I play the role of a king. I had to speak in Oyo dialect, the intonation, the accent, and all of that. I was born and brought up in Lagos, Mushi to be precise. So I don't speak no Oyo. So I had to go all out, and I took Edaonile as a prototypical example for me, as a case study, right? I watched him, the way he speaks and all of that. So I was like, come on, this is doable. I had to do my research. Yeah, actors do research too, not just the script writers and all of that. So again, to answer your question now, you guys should expect a banger. Yeah, and don't expect it in a hurry because it's going to be a groundbreaking phenomenon. We don't want to push it out there in a hurry. The post-production, the pre-production was a banger. The production that we are doing right now is amazing. And I don't want to expect anything less from the post-production. So we're going to take our time to serve you guys as it is hot.
Okay, thank you very much. To wrap up the show, Unwind with Omomusheen, what's going to be, what to say about the show? What do you think about the show? What's your own perspective about this show on Omomusheen?
Thank you very much. I was going to say something about it, but there has been no time. You understand? There's been no time. See, bro, I'm super proud of you. This is coming from the depth of my heart. You understand? Because you know what they say about Musheen, right? You know what they say about people who come from Musheen and the people who live in Musheen, and you look at you. I don't know. I don't have words right now. You understand? I am super proud of you. I love what you're doing. Keep on, as in keep the fire burning. You understand? I love the show, the concept. You know when you talked to me for the first time, I asked what the show entails, and when you broke it down to me, I liaised it with my manager, Abiodun Jimo. I showed it, and it was like, oh, this is a good concept. You understand? I asked because of course, before I could grant this development, I had to pass it through his table. Then, you know, apart from the fact that he's a brother, a mentor, he's also my manager, you understand? So it was like, okay, he browsed through your page, and for Abiodun Jimo to have okayed what you do and your brand, come on, it doesn't even compromise. So it's either you're good or you're not good. So brotherly, I don't have the right words to qualify how I feel about your show and your personality right now, but please don't stop being you. Don't stop doing what you're doing, right? Super proud of you once again, bro.
Thank you very much. Before you go, so that we don't take much of the time, so we're going to release it right now. Before you go, courtesy of Look Sharp brand, we have a Look Sharp t-shirt. It's a fashion brand where they are into shirts, they are into branded t-shirts and face cap and all that. So courtesy of them, we are told to give you a branded t-shirt of Look Sharp and a cap, which I'm very sure probably when you're back, you're going to be getting your package right from us. So courtesy of Look Sharp, please help us give a shout out to them. Look Sharp, they are the ones sponsoring this segment of the show.
Okay, I want to say a very big shout out to Look Sharp, and I don't know, I do really appreciate the package, and for you to sponsor this segment, you understand, for supporting my brother's brand. Thank you very much. Look all the way. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
Wow, on behalf of all our friends, we are saying a very big thank you to you, sir. Thank you for granting us, and thank you for your support. Thank you for the word of encouragement.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me on the show. It's an honor.
Thank you. We hope whenever we need your assistance and we need your call, we can actually move to you for your assistance and call.
Say it again.
I said, I hope when we actually need you to be on the show again and probably need your assistance, we should be able to get that producer.
Definitely. It's my brother's show.
Thank you. Thank you. So, on behalf of all the Musheen team, you're saying, thank you very much. Thank you for having you. Let's have the music for Baba. Let's have it. I'm the last for Baba. Let's have the music. Hey. DJ. Bye, 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 bye.
Nice one, bro. Keep the fire burning. Yeah,
Wow. All right. What else do you want to hear from the man himself? You've had it all. The life of stand-up is actually wrong. You dey see me now. You dey talk say na rubbish Omomusheen dey do. That light dey become alowo. Kila le ulofu. Kini koko. Olowo tí o lè ṣàánú ọmọ ìwáyé. Táàmìkà. Thank you all for being part of the show today. It's an amazing show. We had fun. We actually have requests from people who want to actually join the chat right now, but I guess our time is actually fast spent. But we will take one or two calls. I think we have a call from Huti. Yeah, we have a call from Huti. Let's have Huti on the show. Let's have Huti on the show. Let's have Huti on the show before we go. Let's have Huti on the show. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for all these. Wow, I have a stupid boy. Where you find a good? For your mind now, you find.
No.
So, see, we go extradite you like Kosh Poppy. Maybe go to join them for where you
God no be us.
How about a quick one before we go? A quick one before we go, because our time is fast and already. In 1 or 2 minutes, online dating, what do you think about it?
I can't hear you properly.
I said before we go, online dating, what do you think about it? That's the matter on the show right now.
Online dating. Man. Well, first of all, in this world of ours now, technology has really changed the way we communicate, the way we try to do things now. So it has really made communication easier, first of all, and we have really adapted to being that type of way in terms of communication with our loved ones. So yeah, I must say, yeah, there are advantages and there are disadvantages. Advantage is like there is this constant communication, and like you guys are, like you're able to like check up on each other and everyone is cool. But like disadvantages is like there is no physical contact, like no proper address. Yeah, let me just put it that way. And it doesn't really help because like in the long run you're supposed to like meet with your partner. It doesn't have to be all about intimacy, but just for you guys to just have memories and share like good moments together. But for me, online dating, if you're going to do online dating, then eventually you really have to see your partner. It doesn't like really have to go on for like a very long term, because no matter what, it is essential that you guys really see. Because if you don't do that,
so in a nutshell, would you say it's good or it's bad from your own side? Is it good or it's bad?
what do you say?
Is it good or it's bad?
Yeah, it's good now. It's good now. Why not?
It's good.
It's good.
No,
But it has disadvantages.
No, but for you, it's good.
Yeah, for me it's good.
So you will tell your children, say you meet their mama for Facebook and IG. God
Wait, it
bless
does.
you.
I know
So
you.
you will tell your children, say you meet their mama for Facebook and IG.
Shey people know they marry through Facebook and IG. You don't go to Rupi.
You don't serious.
You don't go
You
to
don't
Rupi.
serious. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you
Baba.
very much. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ, before you go, DJ, please. Ladies and gentlemen, for sponsorship and other details, you can actually call us, you can actually join us, you can actually DM us for your sponsorship and add back on the show for your shout out on this show. Very shout out, wedding shout out, anniversary shout out on this show. You can give us a shout out. We will do it appropriately. Thank you very much. We love you. On behalf of South Africa, Omomusheen, classic acts of faith for all our brothers. Thank you very much. We love you. God bless you.